How do you increase your luck? Let's find out. Hi, this is Daniel Axons. I teach higher levels of law of attraction. And this week, I wanted to talk about luck and chance. Because, sometimes you look around and you say, wow, look at that person. They're so lucky. Well, is that true? Let's think about this. The intention this week is I focus my attention on what is good and positive. I focus my attention on what is good and positive. So this is really important because where your mind is going, what you think about, what you look at, that is what you're bringing about. We've heard that. What you think about, you bring about. So you want to focus your attention on only what is good and positive. And here's the thing though. So success is what everyone wants. And most of the time we hear that people say, well, oh man, that person was just so lucky. I mean, it's just by chance that all that happened. And I'm here to say, no, it's not that way. What you think about, you bring about. And yes, there is synchronicities, but it's not because of luck or chance. It's where we're focusing our attention, where we focus our minds. And this here, the success, it takes a long time. Some of us have been on this journey for several years. And now, granted, you can have success and manifestations within a short period of time, but then as you grow, you have to learn to train your mind what to think about. But if you focus your attention on negative things, you get more of those. Now, what do most people think about? They think about mistakes, things that are out of place. You just can't help but notice, you're like, that doesn't look right. As a matter of fact, we see that in the news. If a girl is walking down a runway and she looks beautiful, she's wearing this Dolce & Gabbana dress and her hair's done just right, makeup's perfect. But as she walks down the aisle, someone notices there's a little wine stain on her dress. And guess what the reporters write about? Not the 99% of perfection. Nope, they talk about that wine stain. So it's natural for our eyes to notice mistakes or things that are out of place. For example, if I lined up a bunch of Coca-Cola, 100 bottles of Coca-Cola, nice, ice cold, delicious looking, right? No, it's 1984's formula, cane sugar, it's perfect, right? Oh, hang on a second, I just noticed there's a 7-Up bottle or whatever, maybe whatever it is, maybe there's one bottle that is dirty, nasty from the 70s and it's got mold floating in it. Well, what does your eyes look at? The 99% of perfection? Because remember, we had 100 bottles and now we have actually only 99 bottles and then there's one nasty bottle. So do you notice the 99% of perfection, or does your eyes seem to always look at that one thing that was out of place? So it's normal, we're gonna do that. But if you wanna master this to become successful, you have to practice focusing your attention on what is good. And guess what? 90% of everything around you, 90% is good. Think about it. 90% of the people on the planet, it's more than 90%. There's some bad apples, it's probably less than 1%. But who makes the news? Just like this little boy that's building a sandcastle. He's building this beautiful sandcastle, and he spent hours and hours, and the news comes out and they're looking and saying, look at that young boy, what a nice sandcastle. And then guess what happens? Another boy runs over and kicks it all down. So guess what the report talks about on the news? This little boy that didn't do a thing, didn't try, didn't work hard, but somehow the bad apples seem to make the news. So maybe you shouldn't watch too much news. Just enough to be informed. Now, after discussing all of this, you may be wondering, well, hey, when are you gonna get to the part on how to increase my luck? How do we increase your luck? So, remember how I said in the beginning, when we look at a person, we may say, wow, they're so lucky. but we don't realize how much effort or how much time it took to train their mind to get to that level. Now, when you look at the word luck, luck basically means that you're getting favorable circumstances. And in the esoteric realm, we call those synchronicities. Everyone else calls those coincidences. But when you see someone having coincidences all the time, then we realize that, wow, they have synchronicities happening. Those synchronicities will come as you continue to work on training your brain. So how do we do that? We have to train our brain. And the way you do that is you first recognize where your attention is. What am I thinking about? Am I complaining all the time? I can't believe that happened. And once you complain, it will show up the next day. Something else will come up. Or 3 days later, the same situation. I always get in the long line. Well, I get in the short one, it becomes long, right? You hear people say these things, but the more you think about that, the more you focus on that negative, the more it happens to you. And that's the Groundhog Day, right? So now, here's how we do it. We trade time or sacrifice. Everyone says that we have to make sacrifices. I'm more of a positive person, so I don't want to say sacrifice. There's no need. In a sense, it's sacrificing what you want to do for something you don't. No, you actually want to do this too. Just you have to trade time. So I use the term, we need to trade time. So you want to trade time. That means to focus on what you want. And it's not easy. So it takes time. It can take 3 weeks or 3 years. Some of us, we're on a journey where it's taking years and years. We finally start to understand how this mind works and how the mind is related in creating our reality. As you keep practicing, focusing your attention on the things that you want, as you keep on practicing, focusing your ideas and thoughts on positivity, then great things will start coming in more and more so into your life. Yes, your luck is increasing, but in reality, you're just learning the art of manifesting the thoughts that you want, the things that you want by focusing your attention. So remember, I focus my attention on what is good and positive. Work on that. Work on this, and you're going to see great success coming your way. And if you haven't done so already, if you're watching this on YouTube, please click the like and subscribe, hit the bell, and share it with a friend. And I'm so happy that you're here. Let's do this journey together. I'll see you in my next video.